I don't overreact. I never do like it's only one team can win it. And he said, I got to be honest, I can't see the Niners losing. He's like, they are the best team with a bullet in the NFC.
Here to guess what the 49ers are here to win the Super Bowl?
Well, I know what they are to win the NFC, so I'm going to get shorter than 3-1.
Plus 220.
Oh, my.
I'm serious. Will someone take them in the draft this weekend with the blackjack tournament? They're plus 220 to win the Super Bowl.
Is that lower than that? I think that's got to be lower at this stage of the season than any of like the recent Mahomes teams, right?
Yeah.
That's like, I think that's Brady Patriots territory late in the year. They're plus 220 to win the Super Bowl. Anyway, so I think here what you can do is with Super Bowl exactas, and I typically do not bet exactas. They are very difficult to hit. But how many teams can you see coming out of the NFC? This is why I think it might be the year where if you really buy into this, if you have that strong of a conviction on the 49ers, like some people do. Again, there was one odds maker who this might be too high, but one odds maker recently told a media member that he has the Niners 5 points better than any other team in the league. Now, that's strong. But if you really think that this is the year then to bet them in it, and then pick and choose like some teams in the AFC to play them against, right?
We've seen this. We've seen this before, though. I mean, remember New England destroyed Rex Ryan and the Jets on that Monday night game, and then they were 14-2 and they lost. But after what they just did to Philly on the road, but I can't dismiss Philly. I mean, they've been as bad as it's been, and look, this defense. By the time you get past this Seattle game, you're going to get healthy. You go Giants, Arizona Giants. Should win the division. I can't. I will still say Philly or San Francisco. Dallas has to prove it.
And I don't.
They beat Tampa last year in the playoff game.
Right.
And Dak did not look good on the road against San Francisco. No. And then I still got 42 to 10. I can't get out of my mind.
Yeah. Here's the deal. Like I am buying into this Dallas team. Like this, I think this is the best Cowboys team that we've seen in a long, long time. I think they're better than last year. I think they're better than in the previous year when they hosted the 49ers. I think this team is for real. But when you get down to it in the playoffs, you're still going to be talking about a potential matchup of Kyle Shanahan versus Mike McCarthy. Mm-hmm. And I know people have been really doing a lot of writing about Mike McCarthy, like this year specifically. They lost Kellen Moore as the OC, the play calling. Somebody wrote a story calling him, I forgot who it was, but they said Mike McCarthy is and always has been like super elite. I'm just like, wait, Ryan Clark went on ESPN years ago and said it's the same play call that the Packers have been running for the last 10 years. There's nothing creative about it. Rodgers hated him. So I don't want to like live in the moment. I don't want to have people like saying, outrageous. "Oh, guys, like, come on, knock it off with that."
I also refuse to believe it's a San Francisco Invitational. It's still going to be. I can't imagine they just blow people out in both playoff games.
Win and cover both games, and here you go marching on to the Super Bowl.
But do we have a rematch of the blackout when the power went out in New Orleans? I mean, do you get Ravens-Niners here? That great game. And the big comeback and then the interception and Kaepernick almost brought him back. But
I'll give you one. A buddy of ours yesterday bet exactas on the Niners to beat the Browns. And he found 130 to 1. And his angle was I could see like a rematch here of that's kind of the game. That was Flacco against the Niners, and it would be the same thing here with the Browns against the Niners. That number, I think he may have been responsible for moving the number. I think I saw like as low as 50 to 1 on that.
That Super Bowl was right after Mega Bucks. I cleaned up on that Super Bowl. I had futures on the Ravens. They went in New England and won the AFC title. That was the year the Broncos were like 14-2, and Flacco beat them on my birthday.
Yeah.
With the Jacoby Jones, what was the guy's name? Raheem Moore. He misjudged it.
Yeah.
That was that year. But the Super Bowl ended on a safety. The game landed on 3. There was a kickoff return for a touchdown. That game was drunk.
There was also pass interference not called on Michael Crabtree at the end of the game.
Yeah. Sure. What else do you have? I mean, it's fascinating because the AFC is wide open, and I can't get there with Baltimore. I don't care if they're the 1 seed. I've seen what Lamar Jackson looks in the playoffs. It's not good.
Yeah. I think that my point was here, like if you think, I kind of agree with you because they are the best team and maybe by like some serious margin here on paper, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's over with in the NFC and the Niners are going to dance their way to the Super Bowl. But again, my point is here, if you're that strong, then you could just key in San Francisco and bet them against, take your pick of teams in the AFC. Because the AFC is the one that is completely wide open. I have no idea who's coming out of the AFC.
You drawing a line through Miami?
I am.
Are you?
I'm drawing.
Okay.
A line has been drawn through Jacksonville for a month.
Fair.
I can't bank on them.
All right.
But if you want to get nuts, do you want to go with the Broncos? Do you want to go with the Bills? Do you want to go with the Browns? One of those teams? I think we could have some serious anarchy in the AFC this year.
I still think the Bills could miss the playoffs. The Browns, that's aggressive. And I'm blank. Who's the other team? Oh, Denver's aggressive too. I'm not ready to go there yet. Although I love Denver. At DraftKings, Denver's adjusted win total is 9.5 over plus money. They can beat Detroit Saturday, absolutely. And then it's New England, the Chargers without Herbert, and the Raiders. 9.5 over plus 130.
And where are they at right now?
Let's ride.
They have 7 wins?
Yeah.
So they have to only win 3. Okay.
I'll have to go 3. 3-1.
I'll do a quick breakdown on you with the math. If you were to do a 2-team conference parlay on the Niners and the Ravens, for example, that pays plus 615. But if you bet the 49ers over the Ravens at 12-1 and the Ravens over the 49ers at 14-1, let's say you're using $100 each, in theory then you're getting an average of plus 650 because you'd be getting 7-1 considering both bets here. You'd be getting 7-1 on the Ravens if they were to win and 6-1 on the 49ers if they were to beat the Ravens. So it actually, on average there at plus 650, it probably is better to bet both of them than just to do a 2-team parlay.
Maybe it's Kansas City, San Francisco again.
Could be the rematch?
Yeah, who knows? I still can't count him out.
Well, here we are. We're saying how wide open the AFC is, and look at this. Mahomes going to play his first game ever on the road. Yeah. And then watch what's going to happen on Championship Sunday. 49ers are a huge favorite against whoever they're playing at home, and the Chiefs go wherever and win the game outright.
Give me a rematch of 84. Niners-Dolphins. That would be fun.
Well, you asked me about the Dolphins. You think they can make it?
I can't take them seriously.
No, neither can I.
I'd love to see it, but it's just, come on, guys. Beat someone good. That's embarrassing Monday.
That's a terrible
loss. How about Bradley Chubb? Well, we got comfortable up 14.
Admits that after the game.
And then taking his helmet off, as you said.
I know.
I love this market, though. This is a lot of fun.
It is. I can't, I would not get cute and go with too many teams. Like, if you want to look for teams like, I want nothing to do with Detroit coming out of the NFC. I would not be banking on them. And then below them, all it takes is 1/2 for Jordan Love to look like that, and every Green Bay future in the world is all of a sudden a question mark.
If Dallas wins the division, how confident are you that Philly will still beat that NFC South winner?
When they have to go on the road.
Like if Philly goes to Atlanta, I could see that being a banana peel. You never know. You might get a good Desmond Ridder. Hurts turns it over. I don't know. They'll be big favorites.
What about the Saints defense at home?
Yeah.
Could the Buccaneers give them? Tampa Bay give them any resistance at all?
Now, I saw the first game. Mayfield couldn't move it at all. They shut him down.
Eagles defense is in a worse spot right now, but
That's true.
Do you see Tampa Bay getting many stops against the Philly against anybody? I can't. I'm not there. You don't want to get nuts with some of the other teams. Oh,
I got that $30,000 future on the Niners too. So, going back to the first blackjack tournament.
Oh, that's right. And you already partnered with somebody who has the Chiefs on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. It's Follow the Money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Email is ftm@vsin.com. We're on X at VSiN Live, at Mitch Moss Radio, at Pauly Howard. Up next, door number 1 or door number 2. Remember, Pauly's ex-girlfriend hit megabucks for $12 million. Would he rather have that instant gratification or winning a $9.2 million Survivor contest? We'll ask him coming up next.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.